Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching me for a while now, you'll know that I've been posting loads of time-lapse videos. And today I just want to talk a little bit more about some of the processes behind those videos and my painting. So today we're going to talk about watercolour consistencies. You'll notice a lot in my time-lapse videos I use layers, lots and lots of layers. So the different consistencies help me build that detail, build the texture, and build that colour vibrance. So if you want to see about these 4 different consistencies, keep watching. So what you're going to need to get started with is your watercolour paper, paint, water, palette and a brush. If you want to see more in depth about what products it is I exactly use, I will link in the top right corner the video to what you need to get started. So today I'm going to be using from my Winsor & Newton palette the Rose Mad Hue colour, just because it's nice and vibrant and fun. So first things first is the wash consistency. So this is what you would see in my very first layers, where I get the background colours to my animal. So what you really need for this layer is more water than pigment consistency. So I'll show you me mixing that up now. So I'm going to take just a little bit of pigment like that and add in water. So if I put that down now, you'll see it gives a really loose, really thin consistency. And the key is for it to be translucent. So you want to be able to see the white underneath that layer. So like I say, this is brilliant for building up your foundations of your painting, whether it be animals, landscapes, plants, whatever it is that you're wanting to paint. I would always recommend starting with a loose wash first. Really look for the tones beneath your subject. So for me, if I'm say looking at black fur, there's sometimes like blue in there, maybe kind of a purple hue, or even sometimes a bit of like a red hue. So that's what I would always start off with. So next I'm going to be going in with my milky consistency. So this has more pigment than water compared to the wash layer, but it's not as pigmented as it will be getting. Okay, so if I do this, we want a wee bit more pigment in that. Apologies for Tia in the background, she's saying hello. So you can see in this one you have more of a vibrant colour, but it's still pretty translucent. You can still see bits of the white coming through underneath. So I would use this as probably layer 2 in my painting. So this is where I start to add the tonal depth, the shadow to my work. So going in to look at the layers where you really add the fine details, the fur, the colours in the eyes, that type of thing, that's when you're looking for your creamy and thick consistency. So this is where you start to get more pigment to water ratio. So I'm going to reload my palette there. and just reload my brush and really get some pigment in there. I wouldn't recommend doing this on your paper, as you can see, but I just wanted to show you really closely how I do it. Okay, so going in with creamy, you can see this is a lot richer, there's a lot more depth. The colour is a lot more vibrant. I'm outside the lines, and that's why I paint with watercolour. I am not good at being a perfectionist. So you can see, in comparison to the wash and the milky, where the colour's quite translucent, some of that white background still coming through, with this one the colour is a lot thicker and vibrant. So this is what I would say is the layer that I use to start building my foundations of the detail and the texture. I would definitely use this consistency before I get to the thick real details. So going on to thick consistency, you have more pigment to water ratio. It is highly pigmented. See, getting some of that pigment in there, like so. Okay, just loading that up, right. So this is your thick consistency. I'm gonna load that up a bit more. You can always go over to thicken that up, but as you can see, it's a really thick colour, really deep and vibrant, especially when you look back to the wash layers that we have over here. So this one I would recommend really for those fine details, getting the colours in the eyes, around the eyes, whiskers, that type of thing. Anything you want to really pop off the page, I would recommend using your thicker consistency. And one wee tip with watercolour is tissue paper is your best friend. So if you ever say put a creamy consistency down and really you're thinking that's a bit too heavy, I want it a bit light, a bit more milky, simply take your tissue paper and dab it away. You can only do this before it dries, but that'll help you bring the colour down if you've made a little bit of a mistake. It's really hard to rectify with watercolour, so that's just one little tip. As soon as you put it down you think, oh no, that's too thick, dab it away, and you'll be left with more of the milk. So I hope that you found this video useful. I know it's different to what I've been posting recently, but if this is the type of thing you'd like to see more of, make sure to comment below and let me know. And if you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.